Panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
Hi there everyone, my name is Shirsho Pramanik and in today's video I am going to be explaining about whether you should buy a OnePlus device or not. Now this video would contain 4 parts regarding each problem which was identified by the OnePlus folks at the service center and their reasons towards not fixing it. Now this video is not about shaming OnePlus or actually defaming OnePlus to an extent. But I wanted to talk about why you should think about getting other brands before making your next mobile phone purchase. So let's start with the problem. So recently, back in April, I was using the OnePlus 6 and it had been almost 3 years since I bought that device. Now the problem with that was it had actually gone defunct quite a bit because of my tedious use and the motherboard was failing repeatedly. So then I decided to buy the new OnePlus 9R. I got it on the 14th of April 2021 and since then I've been using that phone as my primary device. Up until most of the testing and usage, I wasn't getting many issues except for the fact that the phone was overheating a lot during normal use, during charging, or maybe while recording a video. And this was depleting the battery life quite a bit. So I decided to go to the OnePlus service center day before yesterday and get this problem fixed. Now usually what happens is that the brand analyzes the issues and sees if the device is eligible for replacement. They will send you a new unit. But what happened with me was far worse than that. Now talking about the first problem. So I went to the OnePlus service center at MGF Megacity Mall, which is the only OnePlus service center in Gurgaon. Upon visiting there, I had to wait in line for 1.5 hours, or actually even more than that, to get my turn to talk about my problems regarding the device. As soon as I went there, the person who was sitting at the customer care desk told that we have a very strict 15-day policy and we can't take your phone back and replace it with a new one. I said that's fine, but at least this issue shouldn't be there since my phone was under 1-year warranty. Now let's talk about the first problem which was happening. He said that the overheating was happening due to a failed software update. He said that some of the bits, which like the data packets which kind of get transferred over the air in any OTA update, that kind of got misplaced or it went missing during the update, which causes some of the files to be missing, or he just mentioned that some of the code is here and there, and that's why the phone is overheating when it is not getting access to them. Now that is actually a very non-technical thing to say, because if any software update fails, or in any case a device can't boot up. Now if indeed that was the case, then the device shouldn't have even booted up. So I don't know what kind of non-technical lame excuse this was, but it didn't make sense. Then secondly, when I said that this all is happening, he mentioned that you open too many apps on your device and you should close the apps when the device usage or your usage of those apps is over. That doesn't even make sense, because if I close the apps, then what happens is that when I open them again, then the device would utilize more energy to kind of get that initial start to that app. So that will in fact take more battery. That doesn't even make sense. Now the third thing which I kind of was facing, that he said, okay, you should turn the location of your phone off. I said, dude, like I'm buying a 40,000 rupees flagship, then why should I kind of do that? He said, this is taking down battery. I said, obviously it should take down battery, but at the same time, why is it heating up my device? Now you can say that okay, my battery would deplete, but why is my device heating up due to this? There must be some configuration issue, or there must be some drivers issue, or GPS problems, and maybe the software is not optimized for the particular device configurations. Now, in spite of that, they said just to turn it off. I mean, why should anyone like you buy a 40,000 rupees phone and say that you should turn the location off? And then he also mentioned that you should also let's see which apps utilize most of your CPU. So then he checked in the settings of my phone, and it was there that I use Instagram and Chrome a lot. So he said that you should close all your Chrome tabs. I had only 4 Chrome tabs open. I mean, that is so messed up. How can one say that you should close your Chrome tabs, and that is why your phone is overheating? Now, if buying such an expensive device, I cannot even open 4 of my Chrome tabs, what's the benefit of buying this device? Why should anyone buy your device, or waste their hard-earned money on this? So talking about all these things, this happened, and then finally I kind of persuaded them into submitting the phone. I knew that they wouldn't do anything, and they just after they called me yesterday after 1 day of submitting the device and said that we have done a software update. They just deleted all my apps, and they installed a previous software version, and just rebooted my device. And yesterday I asked that why was this happening, why did you do this? They said that no, the phones nowadays, right, this is a 5G phone, so there's a lot of more overheating compared to the older models. That is like, that statement is full of crap. I mean, you are making better devices, then why are you you should improve on that, right, rather than going back there. Then he mentioned that the phones are getting slimmer day by day, this is causing problems. That doesn't even make sense. I think the OnePlus 5 or the OnePlus 6 being much more slimmer doesn't get so much heated up. My OnePlus 9R is actually thicker than my previous phones. So OnePlus really has to get their service center people up to date with what is happening in reality, and I believe that they should do it, because OnePlus is losing a lot of market these days in the premium smartphone category. And if they do this, believe me, I've already decided that I won't buy another OnePlus device. For me, my family, my colleagues, anyone, I would recommend them not to purchase a OnePlus device. The service is horrible, the phones are horrible, they keep on overheating, and the battery life sucks. So yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to talk about. Thank you, have a nice day, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.